Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another huge Oracle deck haul. I know that I've been kind of on a binge lately and I've been trying to kind of think why I've been so obsessed with collecting Oracle decks. And my only kind of thing is that they feel like little boxes of magic, and that's the best way I can put it. And I've never really been like a huge collector of specific items, but I just feel like so happy when I open them and they just feel so magical, and I love working with them. So that's my little spiel here. So I have 5 decks from Amazon and 1 from Barnes and Noble, and let's just get into this because this video is going to be pretty long. So if you want to just kind of grab a snack or a nice drink and just relax with me, and let's go through these awesome Oracle decks. So the first one I have here is the Everyday Witch Oracle by Deborah Blake. I haven't opened or looked at any of these yet because I was waiting for this video. And this one didn't have any kind of protective plastic on it, so that's why I wanted to open this one first. But I did take the plastic off of all the other ones just to save time for the video. I hear everybody talk about the Everyday Witch Tarot, but I have a small number of tarot decks, and I feel like that's kind of good enough for me. So when you open it, the book is like that, and the cards are not like wrapped or anything, they're just loose in here. So let me know if this deck was like that for you guys, if it was just kind of like willy-nilly in here. Here's the little guidebook. It doesn't have any pictures, it just has the meanings. And then here are the cards, the back of the cards. They have little kitties on them. And let me see how many's in this deck. Okay, so there's nothing in there that tells me how many are in here, but it's a good amount. And so let's just go through a few of them here. So as you can see, it's very like witchy art, which is why I wanted it. They are gloss, and the cardstocks, it's not too thick, but it's not too thin in my opinion. I really like these a lot. They're very diverse, and they have people, you know, of different sizes and skin colors and everything. So I really like this one. The cards don't look messed up or anything, but it does kind of weird me out that they weren't wrapped in any way. They were just in there in the box, like open basically. But that's the first one. I'm really excited to use this one just because it's so witchy and magical. And the next one I have, let's see, what do we want to do next? Okay, we're gonna go to these ones, which is the Mausolea Oracle of Souls. Now, I got this one because it's supposed to be like darker, and I don't have a lot, well, I guess I do. I like darker Oracle decks that go into more of the shadowy parts of ourselves, and I feel like a lot of the decks I do have kind of seem to be, you know, like fluffy and love and light, which is fine, but I like creepy things just in general, and so when I saw this, it kind of fit the bill. And this one was from Amazon as well, but it was printed by Lo Scarabeo, and I do have a few decks printed by them, and I do enjoy them. This is by, it just says illustrated by Jason Engel, and it doesn't, I don't know if he's the one who wrote this or not. Has a nice little guidebook. A lot of this, okay, so it's only a small bit that's in English and the rest it seems is different languages. And so this is a 36 card deck. So not a huge deck, but still a pretty good size. I'm gonna cut open the cards here. I didn't realize they were in plastic. And these ones came with a little bit of a bend in them, but that's okay. They're glossy, but not too glossy. So I don't know if you guys can see this one, but it's very creepy artwork, and I'm all here for it. Like this one, holy crap. The one I just showed you guys, like I could just get lost in this. It's very interesting. So I'll just show you a few more here. It is annoying that they have that bend in the cards, but hopefully I can get them bent back to shape. And this was the back of the cards if I didn't show you guys that. I'm very excited for these. Just very intriguing artwork to me, which I like that. I want to think about it and feel kind of uncomfortable looking at it. I know that sounds weird, but I like weird art. All right, let's move on to this one. This is the Oracle of the Dragon Fae by Lucy Cavendish. I love Lucy Cavendish. I have quite a few of her decks, I would say, but not too many. And her cards are beautiful. You know, she has different artists that she commissions and stuff, but the guidebook is what really gets me on most of her decks. I love like her input and her explanation of the cards. They just really resonate with me. So that's why I wanted to get this one. So it's a 43 card and 164 page guidebook. And it says new revised edition. So I don't know what the first one was. So I'm really excited for this. I have her Forest Fairy deck, which is what it surprised me. I did like it initially, but I didn't expect to be so obsessed with it and the guidebook. And these kind of gave me the same like vibe. So let's see. This is what the backs look like. They are shiny. These are pretty big cards, and they have a border, and the cards are very beautiful. Grandmother Magics, I comfort you. I like that. I really like that one. So I know I'm just gonna love this and love the guidebook, so that's kind of why I got it. I think this is, let me see. I think this is illustrated by several different people. Let's see. Yeah, so there's a bunch of different artists, which is cool, but they all feel like similar vibes, you know, dragon, fae, kind of fairy, dragon, magic. I really like these. So I'm excited to work with these a little bit more and see what kind of messages come through. And if there's any of these decks that you guys want to see more of, or want maybe like, you know, a review, or you want me to do a reading on here with, just let me know. I can definitely do that. Okay, so that was Oracle of the Dragonfey by Lucy Cavendish. All right, what's next here? All right, let's do the Magic of You Oracle by Fiona Horn. So I don't know. I feel like I've seen these and they've been on my wish list for a really long time, but this has just been popping up on my timeline like left and right of people like posting pictures of the cards. This box is a very nice like rose petal finish. It's nice. And it was calling to me, so I had to get it. And this one's kind of a shadow work deck, you know, looking within. And the guidebook's very nice and it's colored, which I love. And let me see how many cards are in here. Okay, it looks like 36 cards in here. So not a huge deck. This is what the backs look like. The key, they are glossy. And here's some of the cards. They're very like shadow worky kind of cards. So I'm really excited for these. These are they're smaller than I thought. I thought these cards were like way bigger for some reason, just from pictures online. But I really love these. They're beautiful. Ooh. So I'm excited about that. We're kind of moving through these pretty quickly. This is just kind of like a haul and like my first impressions. So like I said, if you want more in-depth on any of these, let me know. All right, guys, this next one is the Green Witch Oracle. Now, when I first saw this deck online, for some reason, my initial reaction to the artwork was that I hated it. And I don't know why, because when I actually started to look at it more and have, you know, people were showing it on their channels or on Instagram, I fell in love with this deck. So it's an herbal deck, but it's like witchy at the same time, which is just perfect. This is my first like herbal deck with flowers and like botanicals and stuff. And the fact that it also has like a witchy vibe to it, which I'll show you guys, it's perfect for me. So this is by Sherilyn Darcy, and I don't know who illustrated it. Okay, but this is a 44 card deck inside of the box. And here's the guidebook. Let's see. Oh, I love the inside of this guidebook, guys. It has like a tea stained look and it has all the pictures in full color. So that just makes it a little better, you know. That's the inside of the bottom. These are a glossy cardstock as well. That's the backs. And here are the fronts, you guys. Oh, I'm so excited for this. I've been thinking about this deck for the past week, waiting for it. So it's just all kinds of like fruits, veggies, flowers, herbs, things like that. And I just love this. It shows like the colored image of, you know, the item, so carrot. But then it has all of these like elements here that are witchy, and it has like the zodiac sign of the plant, and I love that, you guys. This is just, oh my, I don't know why I ever thought that the artwork was ugly. I think it is perfect. I am so obsessed with this, and I feel like I could look at it all day. It's just so magical to me. Let me know how you guys work with this deck, because it's just, it's beautiful. Like, I just, I'm so obsessed. This is probably the one I'm the most excited about this whole group. All right, last but not least, we have the Divine Circus Oracle cards by Alana Fairchild. This is actually my first deck by Alana, and I'm excited. I love anything to do with like old-timey like circus vibes, like carnivals. I'm very into that. Okay, so it looks like 44 cards in this deck, and okay, these are matte. I was thinking they were going to be glossy for some reason, and this is the only matte deck that I got today, and which is surprising because I love matte decks. So I'm happy that this one is matte. So this is what the backs look like. And they're just, ooh, it has that really, this has really thick, buttery cardstock. So they're just very like circus vibe, but not too much, which I would have been fine with that. Some people might think it's like cheesy, but I do like that it's not just like, if you're looking at this, you might not think, you know, circus vibes. Some of them for sure, but other ones just kind of stand alone very well, which I appreciate. Like obviously this one's gonna give you super circus vibes, but other ones are, oh, there's a lot of like that vibe in here. The past like 10 cards. Wow. There we go. There's the real circusy vibes. But some of them just, you know, they're a little bit more simple. I love this one, Lady Luck. Oh, guys, I'm obsessed with these, so I'm glad they're matte because I needed a matte deck to complete this little haul. I guess, you know, something I could do is pull a card from each deck really quick and kind of see what the message is. So if you guys were only here for the haul, then cool. If not, then let's do a little reading from each of these cards. I think that would be fun. Okay, so first one is the Everyday Witch. I'm excited for this. So I'm just gonna shuffle and see if anything like pops out. Ooh. All right, guys, so this card flew out, and this one says, meditation to dig deep. Oh, I love that picture. We'll go over it here in a minute. Let me put this away. So the picture is of the witch digging in the yard with her dog, and they're like digging for crystals, and there's little mushrooms in the background. A very powerful card. I like that one. So let me read what the meaning is in here. All right, so for the meaning of this one, I'm going to read it to you guys. So it says, our culture often encourages the pursuit of shallow and immediate pleasures, discouraging the deep work that takes time and energy. But sometimes it is important to look more closely, burrow into our own hearts and minds, and discover what lies underneath the surface. Sometimes you have to dig deep to find the truth. You have all the tools to do that. They are just waiting for you to use them. Meditation can help you achieve a deeper connection. And then it says for action, meditate on this statement while focusing on the image on the card. Ask yourself, what areas of my life could benefit from more attention? What am I not looking at deeply enough? What am I afraid I'll see? And how can I put the fear behind me so I can move forward with clear vision? And then it has a divination meaning. This card is telling you to look at some issue more closely. You probably already know which one. This card just reminds you that avoiding a situation won't lead to a solution. Instead, you have to dig deep and look for answers, even if you worry that you might not like them. Maybe the universe will surprise you, or maybe it will turn out that looking more deeply
with an open mind will lead you to answers that aren't obvious on the surface. And then it says magic. So in sacred space, either a place you consider sacred or within a ritual circle, prepare a mound of dirt. If you are outside, you can use the dirt in your yard or garden. If you have to be inside, you can use some potting soil in a large bowl. Take a moment to focus on whichever areas of your life you feel need a deeper examination or questions you have not been able to find the answer to. Then say the following simple spell and start slowly digging into the dirt with your fingers, allowing the wisdom of the earth to flow into you. Say, "Earth so deep and earth so wise, help me see what underneath lies." I love that. So the guidebook doesn't have any pictures in it, but I feel like it's very powerful with its messages. And I love that it has the action, the divination, the magic. I love all of that. And I just noticed that on the back here, it has the 4 elements. So it has earth, air, fire, and water, which I didn't notice at first, but I love that. And take that message. If you guys needed to hear it, then it was meant for you. And let's see what the other decks have to say to us. So the next one we looked at was, this is the Mausolea Oracle of Souls. I'm very interested to see what the kind of messages come through with this one. So I'm just gonna shuffle and see what comes through. Something popped out right away, so let's see what that says. Right, so the card that came out said the Ageless, the light in the darkness, healing, graciousness, acceptance. Really look at that card, you guys. Look at everything. There's so much in here. The Ageless, the light in the darkness. So let me look up what the meaning of this is real quick. Okay, so this one says, denied paradise on a matter of law in spite of her noble life and spirit, the court of Elohim in their mercy granted the Ageless the power of renewal for herself and others. This allows her to grant healing and succor to those souls suffering from harms afflicted by Abaddon's corruption. She has accepted her lot with graciousness and dignity, preferring a life of service and acceptance of her fate to one of bitterness and despair. Seek the Ageless when in need of healing, a sympathetic ear, or the grace to accept what one cannot change. I love that message. And there's so much to go off here with the artwork. And my initial intuition was telling me that we are these light workers in this time of darkness, and we're all here for a reason. So I could look at this card all day, guys. I could get lost in here. Like, I want to go there and talk to this person. All right, so let's move on to Oracle of the Dragon Fae and see what this has to offer. I'm really excited to see what the message is in the guidebook, like I said. All right, the Listener, Sacred Silence. And this is card number 21, if numbers have any significance to you. Let's read about the Listener. The Listener speaks. How much have you missed because you could not have the space, the wild quiet, the blessed peace in which to whisper my secret straight to your soul? We just started reading this, guys. I love Lucy Cavendish. Okay. How much more could you be aware of if you simply took the time to be still and silent? The whole world can be heard in a moment, and now it is your time to be still and to be silent. Listen and truly understand what it is you are healing. Listen with your being, your entire being, not just your ears. Allow your senses to be the soul's messengers. Sometimes we need to be quiet and listen, but first of all, we need to be quiet. So many people talk so much of the time, and the talking and the talking and the filling up of space simply drowns out the messages. The Dragon Fae do not decry conversation and robust dialogue, the joyous clash of friends talking with each other, or the singing out of voices, especially when raised in joy, celebration, song, and good cheer. But this card speaks of a time when it would be right for you to be still and to listen, as the world whispers her secrets to you. So be still, be silent, and be ready for the messages to come in sweet, subtle, and magical ways. And then it kind of says about the listener, divinatory meanings, and working with the listener. So I don't want to have you guys here all day, but I'm so excited for that deck. I love Lucy. All right, let's see what the Magic of You has to say to us. Card popped out real quickly for that one, so must be an important message. So this one says, Oblivion, open your arms. And let's see. This is number 20, which is interesting. Oblivion, open your arms. Very interesting artwork there. Are you blind to the gifts around you? Do you tend to cut your nose off to spite your face? There is something beautiful and useful in dark reflection and sorrowful emotions. But these same emotions turn ugly when they rot and fester to become self-pity and martyrdom. The flowers are waiting for when you are ready, but do not let them die. Do not let everyone know what is going on in your head. It is time to keep up appearances. There is a great beauty and gifts around you, but you are turning your back to them. Be brave and rise above the suction of self-pity. Avoid wallowing in indulgent sorrow. You have inflicted enough self-suffering. The girl stands in a pool of water. Her emotions are physically manifesting. The water is reflecting the moonlight, but it grows stagnant. It needs to swirl and move. Her arms are folded in resistance. She is blocking the peace and fulfillment that she yearns for, and yet feels she must deny herself. The petals are starting to fly away in the wind. Do not miss your opportunity because you're wallowing and feeling sorry for yourself. Open your arms and receive the gifts waiting for you. Turn your face to the sun and let the shadows fall behind you. So I don't know about you guys, but I definitely needed to hear that message, and it's really funny that that's the one that came out. So I know that it's for me, and let me know if this is for you guys. I love that they go into detail about the symbolism in the artwork. I'm going to enjoy this deck when I want to hurt myself. So there's that one. All right, guys, 2 more messages left. So Green Witch Oracle. I'm excited to see what this one has to say. Okay, we got one flying out right now. Okay, so this is number 19, Strength, and it's Fennel. So let's read about Fennel. Okay, I'm not making this up, you guys. We got 21, 20, and now this is number 19. I didn't do that. I just realized that, and it just hit me like a ton of bricks. You can't make this stuff up, you guys. That's crazy. Okay, so this is Strength. And it has a little like quote here at the top, and it says, I have never had so many good ideas day after day as when I worked in the garden. Oracle meanings. You will find greater strength and positive grounding energy coming forth, and even an invitation to undertake a new life path. Friendships are highlighted by Fennel, and you may find you are spending additional time with those you align closely with. Situations in which sharing is high on the agenda will occur, and you are being prompted to share or teach what you know. Be careful not to work too hard or become unnecessarily reclusive. And then it says cultivation. Although a perennial herb, in most places, fennel is usually grown as an annual plant from early autumn through to late winter in tropical areas, from early autumn to late spring in temperature zones, and in colder environments from early autumn until early summer. Fennel needs an open, friable, rich soil, and although it grows best in full sun, it will still do well in semi-shade. When fennel is about this size, it is ready to harvest. And then it says magical correspondences, uses are for grounding, completion, goals, friendships, shared success, and the deities are Dionysus, Hephaestus, Adonis, Hermes, and Mercury. Celestial is Mercury, and the astrological sign is Virgo. And then it has a little strength spell. Guys, this is perfect. Whoever, Sherilyn Darcy, you are a genius. I'm so obsessed with this. All right, guys, so now we have the Divine Circus Oracle cards, and let's see what these have to say, and let's see if we get number 18. I don't know if these are numbered. Yes. If we get 18, I don't know what to say, because numbers going down like that is not a good sign, but who knows? Doing anything weird. Okay, we got number 4. So that makes me feel a little bit relieved. Okay, so let's see what Miss Alana Fairchild has to say about Tiger Angel. So this has a lot of information in here. The universe needs you. It needs your strength, your guiding hand, your devotion, your goodness, and your protection. There are people, projects, ideas, and hopes that need your encouragement, your optimism, your nurturing. You have helpful healing power in you. Be confident enough to be gentle, and your inner power shall uplift and protect many in this world, keeping them safe and inspiring them to trust and love. I feel like we've had a reoccurring message here, and I know you guys can feel that message as well. We all have moments where we wonder if we're doing such a great job at this game of life. The idea of helping others might appeal, and yet when we have our moments of struggle in our own lives, we may question whether or not we are a good candidate to protect, guide, and nurture others. When the desire to create a positive contribution to the world exists in your heart, you must remember that such desire was placed there on purpose, for your life purpose. The universe knows that you are capable of and believes in you. Even when you don't always realize it, you have the light of an angel and the fierceness of a tiger within you. You are capable of so much more than you realize. One of your spiritual gifts is the art of invisible influence. This empowers you to guide others without breaking the spirit of those you lead. You don't need to tell others what to do or how to be. You can simply hold a vision of them in your heart, a vision that sees them being and becoming all they can be. That's really powerful. Your influence becomes powerful in the lives of others based on how you choose to live. Even if you don't say a word, your presence assists. Maybe your invisible influence extends to your family, your friends, your neighbors, your coworkers, or your clients. It might even be the world at large you are helping simply through how you choose to think and be in your life. There is a truth in your heart, the truth that knows every being is loved and deserves to feel safe and live their life in freedom and truth. Your adherence to this truth can tame even the most fearful and resistant thoughts within you and the people around you. Remembering the ability you have to calm the heart and empower the soul creates a feeling of security within you. Your invisible influence also helps all beings to remember that there is no need for fear and that together we can create a world where all creatures are happy and free. Very good. I love those messages. So let me know if you guys resonated with any of those messages. I'm so happy with my little haul, and yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful, magical rest of the week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.